Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. This is your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of May the 11th to the 17th. Let's see what your download message and the theme to this reading is this week. Alrighty, you've been given voyage, journey, or a trip. Let's see what we've got here for your tarot messages. What you need to see, know, and expect as you navigate through another week here. And look at us. Here we are heading into the middle of the month. I just can't believe how fast our calendar flips over. All right, let's see what we have here for you. Let's cut this deck. And that's where they want it. Okay, first card coming in is that of the Ace of Pentacles, followed by the Chariot and the Empress. Second position, you've got the Ace of Cups, you have the Temperance, and you have the Magician. Center position, you have the Hangman and the High Priestess, followed by the Moon. Coming in next, you have the World and the Four of Wands and the Knight of Swords. All right, outcome cards are Justice, the Fool, and you've got the Seven of Wands. Okay. Download message. Theme of the reading is voyage, journey, or trip. Now, you could literally be planning a vacation or a trip for business. You could be booking, maybe you're going on a cruise. Maybe you're going to fly somewhere. Maybe you're taking on a new journey emotionally and mentally that you are embarking on. Coming in with your first card, life and career, you've been given education. You may need to take a class or do research to find a better position. Or you may find yourself writing a book or teaching others. Isn't that interesting? So, you might be going back to school. Maybe some of you are saying, hey, I need that little extra credit or degree on my resume to elevate me up in that next tax bracket of income. But you could be writing a book too. And teaching. Now, the Empress comes in, the Chariot comes in, and the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is that beautiful opportunity that comes in. It's like a windfall of opportunity. It could be a new job. It could be a new career. It could be opening a business. You could be signing business contracts, anything like that. But you're going to find that this is the beginning of a beautiful windfall for you. The Empress comes in and says you've begun. You've planted your seeds, and you're waiting for your prosperity and your abundance to come in. This is a card that says patience is a virtue. She's done that. Look at her. She looks like she's ready to give birth, but she knows there's a gestation period of 9 months, so she's got to wait it out. But at the outcome, is going to be happy when she does. Remember that. You're planting your seeds for your future in one way or the other, even in your career. Wait it out. Rome wasn't built in a day. Whatever you're working on is worth waiting for. The Chariot comes in and says you're going to make great accomplishments. You're going to get through this. You plan your moves and you come out unscathed. You come out a champion, in fact. This is a card that says you're charging towards your goals, but not haphazardly. You're charging towards your goals being prepared. Always prepare yourself, okay? You don't want to have to worry about what do I do next. This card says that you are coming out ahead of the game, and you could be also planning a trip. It's also a trip as well. Coming in next, you've got in the focus part of the reading and your money and career, you've got that beautiful golden 4-leaf clover, and it says a lucky break, a gamble, good fortune, chance. Your career could involve finance, outdoors, risky business, and surprises. You're getting a lucky break. Maybe you're getting that new job that you've been wanting, or someone's going to tip you off about a job. You could be taking on a part-time passive income. Maybe it's seasonal. But this is you may think this was a gamble, but it's going to bring you good fortune at the end of the day. Okay, your finances are going to improve because of this. Okay, just be prepared, and if it is a job that is risky, make sure you weigh those risks before you accept it. The Magician comes in, the Temperance comes in, and the Ace of Cups comes in. You have all the resources here to create all of this. The universe says, I've supplied you. Time, effort, support, love, and maybe money. Okay? This is a card that says you dreamt the dream. Okay? You dreamed the dream, rather. You planted your seeds, and now you're waiting to create this beautiful new beginning. Step out there. You are the great magician and the great manifester. The Temperance comes in and says, Spirit's got your back. Take your time. Don't rush into it. I know you're excited maybe, but don't rush into it. Don't do anything in a big hurry. Okay, that means don't sign anything in a big hurry, because once you do, I tell you, once the ink hits the paper, it's a done deal. Consumer beware. Read between the lines. Maybe you don't want to take that first offer, but the card says take yourself to center. Breathe in and breathe out. Balance yourself. The Ace of Cups comes in and says, ooh, get ready to get swept off your feet. Somebody new could be coming into your life and you could be falling in love. This is a card of attraction, flirting, being attracted to somebody or them to you. This is a beautiful card of a new beginning of love for some of you. Coming in next, you've got the card in the center position, help, hurdle, or challenge. You've got trust the lesson, not the pain. You weren't meant to stay hurt. The pain was the messenger. The wisdom is what you carry forward. So, he's got a scar here on his back, but it's time. He's looking at his future now with brighter prosperity and hope and faith. This is a card that says that, you weren't meant to carry the pain forever. You're healing through something here. Take your time, okay? Temperance is all about taking your time. And know that the wisdom from that pain is going to carry you forward. I know it's difficult to believe that, but the lesson, not the pain. Trust the lesson. The moon comes in, the high priestess comes in, the hangman comes in. The moon is all about finding out the secrets in the background. Trust your instincts, your gut feelings. Go with it. Because often when we do, we don't go wrong. But there's something that might seem amiss to some of you. You're not quite certain of something 100%. So you're going to, use your database of wisdom and go look and find in the background the secrets that you need. For a while, you've kind of been kept in the dark. You feel that way. Don't disillusion yourself. You have the ability to get the answers that you need, and then you're going to be able to move forward. You hear me say this all the time. This is a Pisces card or energy. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Or, it's always darkest before the dawn. Remember, when that moon comes out, it illuminates everything and gives you a clear sight line. Okay. High Priestess. Yeah, this is all about trusting your instincts. Okay, all about trusting your intuition. If something doesn't look right or feel right, do your research. Find out. Go behind the veil. Go behind the background. Do your research. Find out why. That's what she does, and that's why she can sit there with her eyes closed in a very calm and demeanor and composure. So trust your gut feeling. Listen to those little tugs and nudges that are there. Okay, that's your little, that's your guardian angel, and that is your intuition, and that is your little voice of reason you need to listen to, and then you'll get the answers that you need, which will bring you the relief you deserve. The hangman comes in and says you could be feeling as though you're hanging in limbo, not moving too quickly. This is a temporary pause of action. Okay, it's not going to last forever. This card says keep your eyes open. Look at all different opportunities and look at things from a wider, broader perspective. That's why she's hanging upside down. Everything looks different when she's upside down. And you will see things that you hadn't seen. Okay, keeping your eyes open, getting the answers. Both of these. Something's not right here. Trust that you will find the answers if you go looking for them. Trust your instincts and your intuition. Now, messages from spirit and your guides. You have been given the female, and the female represents a person. Okay, it can refer to your mother, your daughter, your aunt, a niece, a grandmother, a partner, or even yourself. Okay, or maybe this could be a lover, a friend, or a foe. Okay, that's what it represents, and there could be somebody that you're going to be dealing with, some female energy. Coming in with that, you have the Knight of Swords, you have the Four of Wands, and you have the World, charging towards your goals in a big hurry. But there could be some risk involved. When we get the Knight of Swords, he's just hell-bent to get there. And he's so excited that he's not thinking about anything. He's just jumping on that bike and going. But I have to tell you, the terrain on the other side of that hill isn't being visualized. And he needs to slow down and pull back a little bit and be a little bit more mindful of his moves. This card again says don't do anything in a big hurry. Okay, this card says there could be risk involved. Weigh those risks before you jump in too quickly. The Four of Wands says you're going to be celebrating something. It could be a homecoming, or you could be renovating, moving, selling a home. But you're going to feel stable wherever you are within your home. Okay, this card says you're ready to celebrate. Celebrate some beautiful event. The World comes in, and this is a brand new cycle. End of one, beginning of a new one. The World is a beginning. This World is the card that says, I tell you all the time, you can set your compass and pretty much pick and choose your location you want to go now and the direction. Beautiful card of a new beginning, prosperity, hope, faith, and a new direction. Coming in at the end of the week, you've got that beautiful angel card number 555. And this is the card of change. Whenever I get this card, I think of my late deceased husband, because that's the number on his burial niche. And he always sends me messages when I get this card, so you can bet I'll hear from him today. Change. Growth, resilience, transportation, purposes, renewal, breakthrough, and creative energy. You're about to level up. Although it may not feel easy at first, this challenge is preparing you. okay, for greater things that align with your highest good. This is the why you've been seeking. Keep pushing forward. There's a reward waiting for you at the end of this journey. So you're going through a change here. You know, we talked about journey, trip, and voyage. You're going in a new direction and you're changing something, and it's going to be beautiful. Now, coming in, you've got the Seven of Wands, you've got the Fool, and you've got Justice. So Justice, I hear the gavel go down. Justice is going to be served and probably waived in your favor. However, these are equal. Okay, so if you're dealing with somebody, a dispute or, you know, some legal issue, I think you're going to be able to lay the cards in a fair and equitable manner, and both parties will walk away with their head held high. Okay, so it may be compromise, but things will be waived and worked out in your favor. Justice, okay? Karmic justice is coming your way. The Seven of Wands says you've stood your ground, you've defended your corner, and you're not, and because of that, you're finding more peace and harmony within your life now, Sag. So don't back down, okay? Stand your ground, but do it with meaning and with peace. Don't do it with aggression and abrasiveness, okay? This card says you're standing in your corner, defending your purpose or a cause very close to your heart. The Fool comes in and you're nobody's fool, Sag. This is a card that says you're ready to launch into something new and you're ready to jump off this cliff into a new beginning. But I always tell you, check your parachute before you jump and leap. This card says keep yourself prepared. You're almost there. You're hanging on by a thread to do this. You could be waiting for some more information that you need to launch yourself into something new. Beautiful. Well, my beautiful Sagittarians, this is your reading for this week. And I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. Always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I'll see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful Sagittarians.